Hello everybody, I'm Ollie Hines, aka DominoSMellUnderground.com, though you can't see me. But what you can see is Psychostick, almost all of them. How's it going?
They're good. You want us to move over? You want us?
No, I can see all of you, don't worry.
Are we handsome?
Moving on.
He is. He's very handsome. It's a shame you guys can't see him.
We'll just switch. We'll interview you. It's like, where'd you buy your shirt?
Very unconventional.
Spain, by the way.
Spain?
Yeah, I saw Napalm Death in Spain, the boy there.
Dude.
But anyway, so you're on your UK tour. How's it been going so far?
Just wretched, man.
It's fucking hot.
I didn't fucking expect that when you're coming to UK.
We've having like a lot of fun and just been awful. So much fun, I'm just like, fuck.
This is the worst. This is too much fun. Is it? Are we there yet?
No, this is their third time here, and it's like I feel really comfortable touring here now.
Good.
And like we're starting to see, not starting to. We've been seeing familiar faces like coming 3 or 4 times. Now it's like, hey, how's it going? It's like, we got friends over here.
It's fun to recognize people over here.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, it's a cool feeling.
Yeah, I mean,
and the food is fantastic.
Yeah.
you don't have to be polite.
No, really, I
You just gotta know where to look.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta
foreign
find a curry
restaurants.
place or
Yeah, exactly.
falafel or
Curries,
whatever.
kebabs, Chinese, traditional British food.
I love
breakfasts though.
No, I love me a Doom bar pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have a traditional, what do they call it, roast dinner?
Yeah.
The first time we were in Milton, no, second time we were in Milton Keynes,
Carvery.
a couple years ago. The Carvery. You guys have good food.
Yeah.
You don't have to be much.
I'm looking at you, Toby.
I was there the other day.
The peri peri chicken thing is amazing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge over
And
here.
McDonald's is so different here than it is at home. It's like actually good.
Yeah.
Well, the thing was, when I first went to the US, I got interrogated in Detroit because obviously I look funny. And then I was like, well, I'm in America, I'll find a McDonald's somewhere. And the fuck is this?
It's shit. That's
Yeah.
Antibiotic beef.
So how does it feel to celebrate the 4th of July in the UK?
Feels like a Wednesday.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Well, apparently there's like a bar that you saw nearby. They were like, what were they wearing? Like,
They have like little bandanas, like red, white, and blue flag bandanas around their necks and flags
Blasting
everywhere.
banjo music. They were doing like an American.
Cousins
They were
Drink
doing a
Free.
4th of July special. It was like a burger and a Budweiser for £4.
Yeah.
Okay, so Budweiser is owned by Anheuser-Busch, which is a Belgian company.
Yeah.
And what's with the banjo music? Is that what you guys think, that we're like all riding horses? And
Well, we saw.
I mean, yeah. What we do.
What happened was we saw Deliverance 35 years ago and went, well, that's what that is.
that's okay. That's fair.
well, to be fair, like I saw like Robin Hood Men in Tights, and that's been my impression.
With Kevin Costner's
No,
brilliant
No,
English
no,
accent.
Men in Tights.
The
No.
Mel
Oh, Men in
Brooks.
Tights, of course. The one that wasn't as funny as Prince of Thieves. Okay, well, it's been 15 years since we couldn't think of a title.
Yep.
I know you reissued it on vinyl this year. Well, I know you're doing 2 sets as well. Or you told me you're doing 2 sets. Is one of them purely the first album, and then the rest is?
No.
No, it's a big mix-up
Oh,
of
okay.
everything tonight.
Okay, cool. But when you've released that 15 years ago, did you think 15 years later you'd still be doing this, or are you still surprised that the first one was released, let alone?
It's impossible to forecast more than like 5 years ahead. I mean, if you think about 5 years ago, what that person would have been saying about you now is probably wrong. Go back 10, go back 15 years, completely wrong. Like, you have no idea what it's going to be like.
Well,
So,
that's true.
especially with a band, like, where are you going to be in 15 years? It's impossible to know.
Yeah.
Ever since
Flat
like we went on our very first tour, I felt like we've been getting away with something. like everybody's gonna catch on. It's like you can't be doing this. Like literally, I get paid to belch on stage every night, my friend. like that's happened. I was like fact is stranger than fiction with this band. We have so many weird things we've experienced being in this band. Like we have a discount card at Party City, which is like a party store in America. Like we have a business account with them because we buy so much party stuff. It's weird.
Mostly sombreros.
Mostly sombreros. Well, we bought many things for webcasts. We bought like toys and Easter eggs for like the Easter webcast we did at one time.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
I have a card to a fabric store, a fabric train in America.
Okay.
Because we built the studio a few years ago, and I needed to cover all these sound panels, and I just kept going in for sheets and rolls of fabric that these old ladies know who I am now.
Yeah.
Because of rock
Yeah.
and roll, it's the weirdest thing.
I still get like discount coupons like on my phone from Joe every now and then. Like, ooh, 20%. That's not bad. We're not building panels right now, but next time we do.
That's right.
Well, I've just spotted your Altered Beast cap, which is fucking awesome.
Well, thank you.
And I know there is work on a Psychostick video game as well, Plug Quest.
Yes.
How's that coming along?
It's coming along great. We put a little bit of hold on it because putting the new album out, but we've been making some great progress on it, and it's turning out much better than I even hoped for.
Right.
So.
And it's a strategy one, yeah?
It's an RPG.
Yeah, oh, RPG.
It's a role-playing game. So like Final Fantasy.
Oh, right.
Chrono Trigger. MMORPG without the MMO part.
Oh, okay. Like the old days of Soleil and Final Fantasy and all that kind of thing. Is it like more the Japanese RPG?
Yeah, the JRPG.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
cool.
But it's really fun. It's so fun to like take our ridiculousness of humor and be like, oh.
Yeah.
And now we get to do all the same stupid shit we always do, but now it's in a game form.
Sweet. Well, I was going to ask, does the music on the new album kind of coincide with the video game? Are they related at all?
Not really. That's kind of its own little thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's, Rob's like doing work right now. You can probably help with that too. Rockstar living. He's doing lyric videos actually. Of all things.
A singer that does work.
I know, but Rob has been. He figured out how to do pixel art, and he's made some of the funniest enemies I've like ever seen in a game.
Okay.
Like it's just like, so it's gonna be good. It's good. Thanks for asking.
Oh, cool. Sounds
Did
great.
you put me in that game, like just a confused character that doesn't do anything?
You haven't gone in yet, but that's what you're gonna do.
About me, what am I gonna be?
You're gonna be in a. Well, I can't tell. I can spoil the game, but you'll be happy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all you need to know.
I like being happy.
It's not too bad feeling. But there's been obviously a fair amount of gaps in between albums. I think the last one was done by crowdfunding. I could be wrong.
Yes, the last Revenge of the Vengeance was crowdfunded. We
Yeah.
built it. Well, we built a recording studio and recorded an album, so it's kind of for both. This one, it just took a little longer, so we just played shows to like, keep the funds coming in while we were working on this one. But we didn't have to do crowdfunding.
Well, a lot of that crowdfunding too from the last album, we considered it not so much going towards the album as it was going towards the studio.
Yeah.
So that instead of just the fans basically funding an album,
Yeah.
they have funded all the future albums as well.
Yeah.
So that studio that we built for Revenge of the Vengeance in the Chicago area, we were able to relocate it and expand upon it and make it a little bit bigger, and he's tweaked it and had a lot of time in there to mess with stuff, and we've used that same studio that the fans provided for us so graciously on this album as well.
So
and hopefully the next million albums we put out.
Yeah. So this is the second album from. Now we've done a bunch of little fun singles like parodies and stuff like that, like the Noel, for example. That that was done for the same studio too. But this is the next like full beefy release out of that same studio fundraiser. So
Cool. It's a really good idea because I think fans will get tired if this band keeps asking every album, we need you to pay for this one.
It's annoying when anybody asks for money for anything. We try to use that as sparingly as possible. The last time we did it was for the trailer.
Yeah.
Because we were on tour and we had no money, and it was like, well, either we don't do this tour and don't make any money, or we somehow wind up with a trailer. So the fans bought us a trailer in a month and a half. And
It's all right.
They're in there too. I wish I could show you. We don't have the trailer with us in the UK, unfortunately. We put their faces. Everybody sent a picture. Whoever donated a certain amount of money, and we put their faces in the trailer, so they go everywhere with us. And people ask us all the time, "Who are these people?" It's like, these are the people that own the trailer.
Yeah.
And a lot of them we've met, and then we've shown them the inside. Like,
We'll say, "Hey, I'm in your trailer. I Jonah's like, oh, come out, I'll show you. I know exactly where you are, right there."
And what I'm not digging is like, I think what you're kind of getting at, and that how I kind of feel that is like, it's starting to see that it's almost like expected and normal to do a crowdfunder. Like labels are like having bands do, crowdfunding to like pay for their albums rather than forking over money themselves and stuff. It's like, no, just no.
Yeah.
No.
This is also our first. This album's about to come out. Is our first off of a label.
Okay.
We're going to completely independent.
And which labels with this one with?
None.
This
It's
is
just DIY.
We're
independent.
We're the label.
So
we finished our contract with Rockridge Music last year.
and they were great
and
to us.
They were great.
Cool.
No problems. They were a great
What's up, Tom?
label. Tom's a great dude. But they finished up. It's like, we'll just release it on our own. We've been doing this long enough that we know how to release a record.
Yeah.
So we're just like, let's just put it out, just true DIY style.
Cool. And you produce it yourselves as well?
It's just us
This guy.
fans. What did I do?
you're the producer.
Yeah.
Produced by Joshua Key and Psychostick.
Yeah.
He produced it twice.
Yeah. Well, like recording yourself on guitar kind of. But you did that too. He recorded himself on bass a few times. I'm like,
I learned it from watching you, Josh.
it's like when it's you just sitting here hitting the R button over and over and over, and the sooner or later he's like,
R space bar Control Z. R space bar Control Z.
and you got to
R
good.
space bar Control Z.
Get good, and you get good at it,
Yeah.
and it's.
You really do need a shirt that says that.
Well,
Like
I was thinking when you're doing it, it works well as like a chant or a chorus or something like that. As it is, there's a bunch of people out there. I think somebody mispronounced your name once and called you Fishko-Stick. And
The reason why
So many.
is because the club misspelled her name on the flyer.
I see. Right, because there's a group of people out there all going Fishko-Stick.
That's why they're doing it.
Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me.
It happens so often that Rob, actually, he's our web designer, he bought like 10 common misspellings of her name that when you go there, it shames you for misspelling it and then forwards you to the actual website. So.
Control.
Well, another thing you got to do this year was 70,000 tons of metal.
Yes, it was so awesome.
It went well.
That was fun.
Oh, it was so much fun.
That is.
Oh, I want
So
to go.
I think your first set was at like silly o'clock in the morning. It was like 4 in the morning.
The first one was at, I want to say it was like 8. Something like that.
It was
The day
Oh,
we
okay.
depart.
evening.
We got to play the first night, and I was really glad that we did because the anticipation, no matter what it is, whether it's good or bad, the anticipation is usually the biggest part of it, that affects you the most. So being able to finally just kind of stretch our legs a little bit and see what we were dealing with, because we weren't sure if anybody even knew. We got booked for that 8 days. I think it was, right? 8
It
days?
was less than that, wasn't it?
It was exactly 11.
It was 11 days.
11 days,
Okay,
right.
it was 11. It was like 11
I remember that
days.
very vividly, like 11. Just like, oh my gosh.
Was
Yeah,
it?
but
How do we figure this out?
It was only the day before it set sail that Exodus got booked. It was just,
Really?
Yeah, it was just last minute. Oh, by the way, Exodus are playing.
That's insane. But they were awesome too. I got to see them
they were good.
twice. Every band gets to play twice, 2 sets, and that first day, we didn't know if anybody was even going to show up for us with all the different stages and everything, and it was just a packed house in the lounge.
I think
that felt really good.
I must be honest. I think while you did your first set, I was watching Destruction.
That's not a bad choice.
Probably.
I can't fault you for that. I mean,
If it's any consolation, they had so many technical problems. It was,
Ooh, we did too.
did you?
yeah. We had so the power cable got sliced by a door. He saw it happen.
I watched it happen in slow motion. Like, no! It wasn't me. I was just there.
Yeah.
But that was fantastic. Our second set was at like 4:30 in the morning, and same thing. I counted less than a dozen heads, or maybe like 8 or 9 people out there during our sound check. Like, well, this is how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
And by the time we got changed and came out, the place was full again. And the ice rink, that felt so good.
That's 4 in the
I hope we
morning.
do it again.
Yeah.
They just
I really
really
do.
so well. I think they just stagger the bands so well that you can just go to the next show right then.
And I think a good part of it is the when one band's playing, they're not too similar to another band that's playing. So
Really?
I think so. I mean, obviously they're all metal, but for example, you have a thrash band on, or your other option is like a power metal band or something.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not a fan of one, then chances are you'll like the other.
Oh my god. Seeing Meshuggah and Sepultura
Oh yeah.
on a boat.
Well, the funny thing is, I'm a huge Sepultura fan, and when we were boarding, I was coming up the stairs, and Derek Green was in front of me.
Oh man.
And Richard took a picture on the stairs, and then the next day I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry for bothering you on the stairs." He's like, "What?"
No, it's so cool, man.
Thousands of people a day.
Exactly,
probably, yeah.
Corpse Grinder from
And Cannibal Corpse.
Cannibal Corpse was just walking around with a drink in his hand.
That
just-
first day, everywhere I went, he was
Yeah.
watching the same. But he was watching Exhumed, and he'd be watching fucking.
Well, it's not
Destruction,
like,
yeah.
it's not so much like a classical, classic festival where there's a certain separation
Yeah.
between the crowd and the people. It's like if you want to, the artist, if you want to go to your room, that's fine. But if you want to get out of your room, you're in it.
Yeah.
You're in the mix. It's a lot of fun, and to see how, it's not 30,000 people that go out. It's only 5,000 people on the boat.
Yeah, including bands.
Yeah, including the
Yeah.
bands. That it's much more intimate.
Yeah.
It's cool to see people hanging out with artists and getting along.
Yeah.
And
I mean, what was cool for me personally was away from Voivod was like polar opposite me. And we were in a lift one night. I said, "You don't remember me, do you?" He's like, "No, sorry." I said, "I got you weed in Bristol." And he just giggled so much. Somebody's got it on the boat. How did they get it on the boat? I could not get it on.
never, ever, ever ask a musician if you remember them.
That
No.
happens
They
in Cardiff.
remember.
I'm like, oh god.
There's so many places and so many faces, and
Well,
most of us do drugs.
Yeah, well,
So,
normally I wouldn't, but because I went and got my friend to go off and get him weed, I didn't know if he'd remember it, but...
Especially something like that, it's not exactly great for the short-term memory. When people ask me, like, "Do you remember when we smoked that joint?" I was like, "Was it good weed?" He's like, "Yeah." Then no, I don't remember. Sorry, I'm sure I had a blast. It sounds like something I would do, but sorry.
Well, on the subject of your shows and everything, this will be my first time seeing Psychostick, and everybody says to me, "You have to stay there, you have to watch the whole thing, it's fucking brilliant, it's really good." So what, in your opinion, makes the Psychostick show so fun and so...
We have fun.
Well,
Yeah.
I have fun playing on stage. I have
Yeah.
fun playing with these guys, and I think
Like-
that translates.
What I think, like our goal is always to laugh and have a good time, and I mean, there's always some amount of like, oh, I want to play this well, and I want to play my guitar well, but we want to perform. It's about how the show is doing, and not how cool I am.
Yeah.
We're not
Yeah.
cool. We're not cool. Have you seen us? I mean, we're not trying to prove how cool or badass we are.
And we're certainly not perfect.
Yeah.
So
we're
if and when something flubs, it's fun to just shoot a smile at the rest of the guys.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if he misses a note, if he misses a hit
Yeah.
or drops a stick, we turn around and look at him and he goes, yeah, that happened. There it is. He's not gonna get mad at him.
That's
Don't
the worst
get mad on
You
stage.
ruin the show.
Yeah.
If you get mad on stage, you are ruining the show. I don't know what band.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's headbanging, everybody's
Yeah.
smiling, and I think that's the goal.
It is the goal.
If we're not having fun, you're not gonna have fun.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's just how it goes.
We always try to encourage crowd participation kind of things. It's how many times do you go to a metal festival and what do you talk about? That one badass wall of death that one band did. It's like those are the things you remember, the things that are special, involve the audience, and whenever things happen in the audience that could only happen in that one venue and that one specific with that one guy and
Yeah.
that guy wearing that weird hat and they did that one thing. It's like you want to encourage those things. That's what I feel like people go to shows for, is those memorable moments that are just little blips of brilliant awesomeness that
Yeah.
are then
So
they're
I
gone
think if you get one thing to take away from every show you go to, then it's
Yeah.
good. I mean, it's nothing worse than, "Oh, how was the show last night?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one app.
No, you don't want. Yeah, you want to remember. You want to remember it.
Want
you
you
want
to love it or
memorable.
hate it.
So, but yeah, we just try to put on. We think show. We think about music in the studio, but we think show when we get on the stage.
Yeah.
I guess you know.
It's
be a
not.
fun
It's not.
experience.
There's a difference between playing music and performing music.
Yes.
And that's something that I think all four of us hold together, that we're in it for a performance more than just, oh, let's go up, get it done, play some songs, then leave.
Yeah.
It's like we like hanging out with people after the show, talking to people, shaking hands, signing autographs, taking pictures. Like, can I buy you a drink? Yeah, you can buy me a drink. Let's hang out. You know?
It's fun. Like one of the problems here is that we have a driver.
Right.
And so usually in the U.S. we'll sometimes like rotate like who's going to drive that now. So you're always like, oh, I better not have too much to drink in case I need a drive or something, but not here. So and everybody's like really excited, so they want to buy us beer. And then I mean, who would be to say no? So we've been drinking a lot.
Good. Good.
I'm like sucking up liver. It's like my liver's like, oh, I haven't. It's like we're not in our early 20s anymore. Shut up.
We'll sleep when we're dead, liver.
Oh, yeah, fucking Homer Simpson punching his liver. You mentioned the hat. Where does the hat come from? It's. I can't tell if it's
Who's
like
Rob's hat?
Rob's hat is like I can't tell.
Yeah, he made
He
it.
made
himself.
it.
Yeah.
He made it.
There's been several of them, yeah.
Yeah. He
Same
makes-
with the antlers.
Yeah, he makes his own antlers.
There's been many antlers.
Yeah, I've seen the antlers
They
as
come
well.
and they go.
The headband I wear is it's a custom print,
Yeah.
and the pants are old. They're really should stop wearing them and wear that new pair, but they're not as comfortable. Damn it. But yeah, you learn from
Green Jello.
Bill from Green Jello, the art of duct tape and foam
And
art.
if Rob was here, he would say too that they're all kind of extensions or extrapolations of our own personalities. So the same way that Josh is a bit more thoughtful, and
I'm a big Bruce Lee fan. You know, like be like water. You
he's
know?
the guitar ninja, so
Yeah,
he
yeah.
expresses that. My nickname has been Moose my entire life, so Bullwinkle antlers. And little pieces of ourselves that are, I don't want to say larger than life, but at least larger than our heads.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. I like that.
It's almost like a wrestling personality in a way.
Exactly.
It's yourself.
It's a bit of a persona.
Yeah.
But it's fun because we can be the same people. I pop my antlers off after the show because I don't want to walk around a crowd smacking strangers around. But pop them off and then.
Did you ever forget to take them off?
More often than not. No, I don't forget to take them off. More often than not, I forget to put them on.
Right.
We'll be ready for a show, ready to go. Okay, we got 60 seconds to be on stage. We'll be like, hey, antlers. Oh shit! Right. Sorry. That's happened several times.
In the very, very beginning of the band, it was just kind of like, how do we walk on stage and people know right off the bat that there's something up,
Yeah.
that we intend to do what we're doing.
Okay,
you
these
know?
guys are weird. Let's see.
You know, like we don't want. If we just went up there just wearing normal, metal guy clothes, which is pretty much standard attire, then except for Battle Pugs.
Sweet
Just
shirt, by the way,
with
yeah.
It's still a metal looking shirt though. Even though it's a comic strip. I love Battle Pugs. But I mean, if we just went up there like that, it's like it'd take too long for people to get that, like, oh, their songs are funny. It's like, you get up there wearing stupid shit, it's like, all right, what am I in for? And it kind of sets the right tone.
Sweet. Well, thank you ever so much for taking the time out and speaking with me. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, man.
very much.
Thanks for coming down.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the show.
Happy 4th of July.
Fuck off.